What's up? What's up, y'all? Uh, Polo Sports Talk Entertainment. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the sub, comment, notification, um, and do all this good stuff. Okay. Now, uh, Floyd Mayweather has came out and pretty much has backed Kyrie in the situation that's going on. As you know, what's up with it? What's up with it, Max? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to the Ebony Star Network. Definitely doing big things over there. If you want to talk about life, if you want to talk about staying woke, if you want to talk about Afrocentric at its finest, definitely go to the Ebony Star Network with Queen Dame, Max, and Queen Albina. Big supporter of them. Love what they doing over there. But to get back to what I was saying, um, this situation right here, Floyd Money Mayweather has came out and backed Kyrie. And while I haven't been, the biggest fan of what Floyd Mayweather tends to do sometimes, I'm talking about outside of the ring. In this situation, I think he's actually being genuine and thorough with backing Kyrie. You know, now as we all know, Kyrie's situation, he's pretty much had a stance to refuse to take the V shot, and then a lot of people who I have my feelings about too. I talked about it yesterday. Have came out and took a stance and saying that they support Kyrie. Now, some of them people I feel like are just getting out there just so that they can, bring it garnish attention to themselves. But then there might be some people that really truly feel the way that Kyrie feels. Um, you know, uh, this is what Mayweather had to say. Okay, he pretty much said, "Quote: You only want to be treated fairly. I was going to post something on my social media pages, but I decided to do it the old school way and read something out to you because you're a great person, a great father, a great athlete, and you believe what you believe. America is the land of the free, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and supposedly freedom to choose. You got that right. Never be controlled by money. I respect you for having some integrity and for being your own man." He continued on and he said, "A free mind makes his own choices, and slave mind follows the crowd. Stand for something or fall for anything. One man can lead a revolution to stand up and fight for what's right. One choice, one word, one action can change the world." It's crazy how people hate you for being a leader. I hope your actions and encourage many others to stand up and say enough is enough. Respect to you, Kyrie, and power to the people. End quote. That's coming from Kyrie. I mean, I'm sorry about that. That's coming from Mayweather in reference to Kyrie Irving. Uh, what's up with it, JMJ21? I see you in the building. Look, this is my feelings on it. I actually felt like Mayweather was actually being genuine in the situation. A lot of times we all know that Mayweather has came out and has has done some things to garnish attention for himself. Maybe it's to stay relevant or to for marketing or to kind of stay trendy. so to speak. But I think in this situation, he was being genuine. Now we never know what's in a person's heart. We never know what's in the back of a person's mind, and we never know how that person is thinking. But I think in this case, Mayweather doing it the way that he did it, not coming on social media and not uh, putting a whole bunch of posts and all this other stuff. You know how certain people do. I think that it was great for a lot of people to see. Um, you know, yesterday when I talked about this situation with Kyrie Irving, I was very indifferent about it, and the reason why is because those people that were protesting in front of the Barclays Center, one individual that I spoke with yesterday on my live, I'm not going to name any names, but they know that there was a situation that took place, or many situations that took place when R.I.P. George Floyd had been killed. And see, a lot of those people that had protested and had got out and were creating havoc and stuff and spray painting BLM all over the everywhere and stuff. A lot of those people weren't really being supporters. They were just there to cause a ruckus. And in the case with Kyrie, that's what I was saying, because you've seen a lot of people trying to rush into the Barclay Center. Now, see, to me, that right there, that's not called for, because then that's when there's some people there that are just trying to start shit just to start shit. And that's what I was speaking of. Some of those people don't even the majority of the people don't know Kyrie, and a lot of them want just Kyrie to go out there and go shoot a ball and go put it in the hole and make baskets and make the team better, instead of actually realizing that this guy is actually uh standing for. And the thing about it is Kyrie is doing it in a peaceful manner. But the people, see, a lot of people don't understand that this is just garnishing. I mean, this is starting to bring more attention to the Nets, because they're already going through their struggles. Um, and the news actually wants this. The media actually wants this, so that they can go ahead and continue to prey on this and feed off of this, and even make Kyrie look more negative in the magnified way, just like they did with the Kaepernick situation. Now, I know that they're completely different situations in terms of how it was done, and then also what the intent was. But I know for Kyrie's situation, we all know that this has nothing to do with social injustice and police brutality, things of that nature. This has something to do with the right to do what is necessary for you, and he has that right. But we're not talking about basketball games. We're not talking about a franchise winning or anything like that. But see, some people are heartless and would are willing to do anything just so that they can pressure this man to get on the floor. We don't know if some of the people within the organization are actually um encouraging Kyrie to do what's necessary. Now, Kevin Durant, he what I get from Kevin Durant when he talked about the situation is that he just wants to go ahead and they have to step up and it's the next man mentality. Okay. And I think that people have a way of reading people wrong, much like a lot of human beings in society. They have a way of reading things wrong. They might have a way of reading Mayweather wrong. Some people might feel that Mayweather is just doing this just for attention or just to get himself out there. I truly don't think that he would, think that he don't. At least that's how I feel. But the fact that he's put himself out there and he's told people the way that he feels and he's expressed himself, it speaks volumes because you say what you want. Um, you say what you want. He does have a lot more power than most people. Now, are there puppets out there? Absolutely, there are puppets. You see it in the NBA, you see it in the NFL, you see it in entertainment, you see it in every aspect of life. And a lot of people they see. I think that a lot of people are caught off guard a little bit because they see Mayweather as a buck dancer. They see him as a buck dancer, you know, and him coming out and him letting his support. A lot of people don't feel like it's genuine. Do I? I mean, yeah, you know, I can only go by what I see. He's doing it. He's doing it by saying, okay, hey, look, because we don't know if Mayweather has taken the jab. We don't know if he's taking the motion, you know. But it's really not about that. Look, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday about this situation, and this situation right here doesn't even need to be blown out of proportion like how it is, because there are other athletes that feel the same way that Kyrie feels, but because of Kyrie's, I guess you could say, track record with the media and his track record of what he said in the past that has been kind of controversial. That's why it's being hyped to a level of sensitivity to some people, and see by him doing this, and some people feel like Mayweather is uh, causing causing more harm than more good. I don't really feel that. I think that the people that are sitting there trying to force their way into the Barclay and protesting, some of those people that are just there just to cause and make a big scene. Those are the people that need to be checked, not the people that genuinely feel the way they kind of feel. You know, with some of those people, we don't know what political spectrum that they're on. You know, some of those people might have been the same, uh, Trump supporters that were trying that were rioting and doing all that stuff that they did when they were in Washington. We really don't know, but I'm not going to make any assumptions here when it comes to Mayweather. Let's just assume that he does have Kyrie. Is he willing to stand by Kyrie and lose? When he said power to the people, is he willing to take a loss? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. That's the question that you have to ask yourself. So before I let Max speak, beware of the puppets. Beware of beware of the people that just want to seek relevance. Beware of the people that just want to garnish attention, and beware of the people that are just doing this just to cause more destruction, pour more gasoline on the fire. That's what we have to be aware of. That's why I stated, Max, I don't know if he heard this, but yesterday I stated that a lot of them people that are out there outside of the bar clay are protesting against us, man, because Max, if y'all don't know, he's from that NY or Jersey, that whole area. He represents hard. Look, some of them people don't even care about Kyrie. They could care less. So I'm gonna let my boy Max, man, grace his panel, man. Y'all, like I said, y'all go subscribe to the Ebony Network uh, with Max and Dane. Definitely a great podcast, man. I'm gonna let Max go ahead and cook on this. Welcome to the show, Max.
What's up, bro? Glad to be on the show. Thanks for having me, man. And you're right, I am from the New Jersey area. Man, a lot of them Negroes up there are just,
You
you
got it,
know,
bro.
they want to be on TV. You hear me? Am I coming
Oh
in?
yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. A lot of them just want to, be seen on TV. Half of the Negroes up there don't even care about nothing. All right, and the whole thing with Irvin and not just him, but several players who don't want to take the jab. One of the reasons why I commend Floyd Mayweather for speaking out is because white people don't control him. All right, a lot of these Negroes who are scared to speak up, they're controlled by white people. The whole reason why this thing is going down now is because Kyrie Irving is on a team that's owned by a white man. Okay, that's why all this is going down. All right, so they want people to take this shot for some reason. I'm not sure. There's a lot of suspicion around what's going on. People are coming out with information. Somehow they're mysteriously disappearing. We had a female doctor who they let die, and she talked about what's going on. And so, in my opinion, people are right to not want to take the jab. I don't want to take it myself. I haven't taken it. I have been doing fine without it. And I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Right. And so I think that they're trying to get into a situation to where they dictate what people do simply because a few select people who control this country are trying to keep, trying to hang on to control of this country are afraid because the curtains are coming down around everybody. A lot of these pedophiles are being exposed. These pedophile rings are being exposed. So people who used to have firm control over this company they're losing it, and the people are starting to fight back. The people are starting to stand up against themselves. What you see it right now is people rebelling out there. Some people care about what's going on, but most of the people out there are just out there to be seen. So, but I commend Kyrie Irving for doing what he's doing. Uh, I think more athletes should come out and do the same thing. Stop being afraid because you play for a white man or you on a white man's team. We got to start letting these people know that all the slavery stuff, all of the spooky boo stuff that they used to have us in, we don't care about that anymore. It's time for us to stand up and be noticed as a people, start making decisions, start letting people know that, hey, we're not going to sit back and continue to take what people are doing to us. And I think this is the first step to that with Kyrie Irving, a big superstar, even bigger than Kaepernick. Kaepernick was big, but he's not as big as Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving is hurting though right now because he is a mega superstar. Okay, he's one of them guys that the NBA can't do without. You can't do without Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving. You can't do without James Harden, Kevin Durant. There's players the NBA can't do without. If you got one of these players speaking up, it hurts the establishment. So I commend what he's doing.
Right. And you see, Max, this is my thing. And listen, like what I talked about yesterday was pretty much set. I stated to everybody, I said, look, a lot of those people that like, okay, for instance, we'll take it back to what happened to RIP George Floyd. Okay. When everything was happening, both uh both networks were pretty much all three networks, whether right or left, you feel me, left or right on the spectrum, however you want to put it, they were reporting it in their own particular way. But either way, you seen the destruction of what had taken place from people that really didn't even give a fuck less what happened, what was happening in terms of our people or anything. They were just out there just to cause a ruckus and make a scene, spray paint this and spray paint that, throwing bricks at the police, all this other stuff, man, which was really highly unnecessary because some of the people that were actually being genuine and heartfelt about the situation and protesting and saying that we were not going to take it no more. They were actually doing it in a legal manner. But see, yesterday there were guys that were trying to rush into the Barclay Center. See, right. See, the reason why I talked to a guy like my guy Max, y'all, is because Max got common sense and Max knows. Okay, hey, look. For instance, one thing that Max we talk about and we converse with each other about is about having a job and being responsible. I remember Max
Right.
said, hey, you got to have a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to go ahead and apply for a job.
That's right.
That's the okay. Why are you going to sit up there and do some stupid stuff, rushing your way into the Barclay Center? Next thing you know, you're gonna get arrested and you're gonna be hit with a charge. You're gonna mess things up for you for a guy that you don't even. You just there just to cause a ruckus. You don't know Kyrie, and if Kyrie was gone the next day or whatever, you wouldn't even really care. This all a lot of them people are just out there because they want to be fanatics instead of fans, and they want their team to go good, and they want to possibly win a championship or try to get them to the finals to face the Lakers. That's all it is. They don't care about what Kyrie's body or his family or what he stands for. I'm talking about a lot of them people. Now the people who care, like Kwame was saying, big ups to them. Big up for Mayweather coming out. I really don't feel like Mayweather's being a puppet in this situation, Max, for the simple fact that he's not even putting it on social media. He's doing it quietly and being done in comparison to the past what Mayweather has done. That's why
Man,
a lot of people called him a buck dancer and him
no,
trying to be
I got a lot
relevant
of
and all.
respect. I got a lot of respect for Mayweather because nobody gave Mayweather nothing. Mayweather earned his fortune the old school way. You know, he earned his fortune with his bare hands. You can't do nothing but respect a man like that. When a man earns his fortune like that, he got a right to do whatever he want and say whatever he want. Until you do what he does, you need to keep your mouth shut. That man fought for every nickel he got. All right, ain't nobody gave him nothing. Don't nobody control him. He broke away from control a long time ago, and he fought for everything he got. You can't do nothing but respect a man like that. And he ain't no puppet. All right, he may not be bright on some situations, but the brother's legit. Okay, and my thing is the whole thing going down to Buckley's, and now what's supposed to be going on? Are they bum rushing the place? They tearing the place up because you got a lot of anarchists out here who do nothing but ambulance chase. Every time something goes down, all these anarchists show up, cause all kinds of hell, and then they want to
Right,
blame it on somebody else.
right. They see what they tried to do. What's up with it? I think take I see you in the ATL stand. Basically, yesterday, and I'm pretty sure y'all, because I'm surprised you and Dane didn't even talk about it, which I'm pretty sure y'all probably would even show the reference and everything. But you had these fools up in there trying to bum rush the gates. You know, like how you try to get into, either like Madison Square
So
Garden
was a
or
gang going on when they were trying to do it, or they just tried to do it on
yeah, it was
GP?
like several guys. Yeah, they had the security in front of the Barclays Center, and what they were trying to do is rush the security to try to get in and stuff because these guys were, they were furious about everything that was going on, and they were using the gates to try to close them off and everything. And you know how it is, like when you try to get into the into the arenas and stuff. You got people there, protecting the place, and that's where we're going. And these guys were coming at an astronomical number,
It's in Brooklyn,
trying to
right?
get in and stuff. It was crazy, and I believe that those people right there, they're not there. They're just
It's in
lunatics.
that's in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn,
Barclays
Jersey.
Center.
Yeah, Brooklyn. My bad.
Okay, yeah, that's when my Nets went over to Brooklyn, according to
Hmm.
Mr. Jay Z. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
yeah. That's why, like, I'm glad you came to the show, Max, because
uh,
you know firsthand what's taking place. You concrete New York at its finest. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, Barclays Center, first of all, is raggedy any damn way, and then another thing is that you know they try to do this during the game.
mhm.
See, here's the problem: white people are losing for the first time in a long time. They're losing. They're starting to lose just about everywhere. They're losing money. They're losing prestige. They're losing power. They're losing grip in this country. So because people are fighting back. I've said this on my show before. You cannot continue to oppress people. Eventually, they're going to rise up and fight back. That's why all of these evil regimes fell. And this one is going to fall too. This was in the process of falling too. Okay, they the people are going to continue to rebel, and what they're trying to do is force. They're basically trying to tell people, okay, they're trying to get to a point where they can control what everybody does.
Right.
All right. And people just ain't having it, man. People not going to just let you sit here and say, okay, I'm a free spirited person. I'm a free living person. And you're telling me I can't do this and I can't do that. And you're taking away the ability for me to feed my family because you want me to do something that benefits you. People are tired of that, man. That's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. And it's going to get worse, man. It's going to get
Oh
worse,
yeah. Yeah,
because they
yeah.
keep
And
pushing
you see,
this.
Max.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead. You got it, bro. You got it. Go
right?
ahead,
Because they
Max.
keep pushing this jab. They keep pushing it. Biden's deciding things, and they keep pushing this stuff, and it's going to be bloodshed. because I've been
Right.
listening to a lot of people. I've been talking to a lot of people, even truck drivers out here, right? They
Hmm.
don't want to have nothing to do with it. The truck drivers, they won't even touch the truck industry right now because they're scared.
Right.
Drivers
Yeah.
ain't hearing it. Drivers ain't trying to hear it because trucking is how America makes
It
its
keeps it
bones.
moving.
Right. You start
And
messing with these
listen,
truck drivers.
that's why I
Uh-huh.
tell them, Max,
Mm-hmm.
you can't do nothing. Like when the pandemic had hit, guess who was the only ones on the road?
Truckers. We were. Matter of fact, I was making a
They was the
killing, man,
only
because
ones on the road, man.
no, because I was making a killing too because the rates went up. Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness, man. I was out here loving it, man. There wasn't nobody on the road.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was in the house. Oh
Hey,
man,
because you
beautiful,
were
bro.
meeting your times like early.
Oh my goodness, man. I was getting
Hey,
sleep.
Max was eating. He was meeting his ETAs like.
Yeah, man. I was eating big, man. I was relaxing. It was easy runs. I was getting these short runs that pay a whole lot of money because
Uh-huh.
everybody needed product.
Hmm.
So I wish you would go back to that. But anyway, so they won't dare touch the truck industry. They tried to come in here and started telling companies that you gotta mandate this. Man, the companies told them, man, you start messing with these truck drivers, you're gonna cripple this country.
Yeah.
Okay? Because these truck drivers, I've talked to a lot of them, especially a lot of white ones. They're not trying to hear nothing. They ain't trying to hear nothing. They're not doing nothing. Truck drivers are some of the most, authentic Americans, rebellious Americans you can find in this country, especially the white ones. They're not trying to hear nothing, dog. And
Right.
let me tell you something. If they stop running, you're gonna have a problem.
Right.
You're gonna have a problem.
You
Once
seen
product, huh,
you seen the example of that, Max,
uh huh,
when people were fighting over toilet paper,
yeah,
and then like when I imagine, Max, when you pulled up, with some product with certain products and stuff like that. There was a line somewhere. I'm talking about when it first
man. Let me
take,
tell you
whether
something.
it was toilet paper, Lysol,
Man, let me tell you
white
something.
disinfectant wipes, whatever.
Let me tell you something. It was so good. We had it so good, right? We could pull up to a customer and didn't even have to get out of our truck, man. They'd meet us out there, take our
Hmm.
paperwork, open our doors for us. We just back in, unload it, close our doors. We had it easy, bro.
Yeah.
And in some cases they still doing that. But like I said, truckers is, you don't want to touch this industry because they're not going to do nothing. They already said it. Like I've been talking to truck drivers every day. They already said it. If they try to force some crap over here, they just gonna simply stop running.
Right.
They're gonna simply stop running. You don't want 80,000, 100,000, 200,000 truck drivers all walking off the job at one time.
Right. And they
Okay,
was
'cause
willing
that's
to do that. Hey, they was willing to
yeah.
do that. Remember several years ago, Max, there was a protest
Mm-hmm.
for in Washington D.C. because of some they tried to enforce some stuff, and they had packed there was a whole line of them and stuff, and there was a protest, and some of them were willing to take, to walk off and everything. Do you remember that?
Yup. I was a part of the truck industry back then.
Right.
I was working with Trans Am at the time. Oh
Okay.
man,
Okay.
I ain't mean to say that, but anyway, I was working
Yeah.
out Olathe, Kansas at the time. But
Hmm.
so right now, man, I think they need to just let this stuff go
Hmm.
and just let people get it if they want to get it, and let people because I've been keeping my health up, man. I mess with herbs.
Yeah.
All my stuff come from Africa. I
Hmm.
don't even, I don't even, I don't even get down like that, man. I mess with herbs. I mess with
Right.
God's medicine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Home
Oh,
remedies.
yeah.
Tell them,
Nah,
Mac.
nah,
Home
nah,
remedies. You already know
nah,
the conversation we be at.
nah.
Home
These ain't home
remedies,
remedies.
man.
Nah, nah, nah. These ain't home remedies, man. These are straight up powerful herbs, man, that come from the earth.
Right.
Made
Right.
by master herbalists out of Africa, man. I don't even get down. I don't even mess with the white man's medicine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even get down like that because the white man's medicine will mess your body up.
Don't mess your body up.
Yeah, to mess your body. That's what they don't tell you. To mess your body
You
up.
eat McDonald's fries, guess
Uh-huh.
what? They cause it.
Uh,
Oh, we wonder why. Oh, well, such and such got cancer, and such and such
yeah.
got this wrong with the body.
And I ain't gonna say it on your channel, but there's cures for everything. But we'll get into that at some other point. But
Hmm.
um, there's a lot of
Oh
lying
no, no,
going
no,
on.
no, no. Hey Max, this the LDBC brother. This is the line thing. Hey, it's
Mm-hmm.
now. I like I know what you're saying. Like it's a Patreon talk,
Yeah.
but nah, you could express yourself on here, man.
Okay, man. I'm just saying. There's a lot of lying going on. Big pharma. They ain't
Hmm.
nothing but big drug dealers. They invading companies trying to get all these selling drugs. They sell more drugs than anybody in this world, man. You can't never outsell. As long as big pharma exists, you ain't gonna never outsell them in drugs. Okay, and you know what? And they play dirty. They got manpower. They got resources to make sure their drugs get sold. I mean, the worst thing in the world is a legal drug dealer. Everybody talking about these illegal drug dealers. These illegal drug dealers ain't the problem. I'm not saying that what they're doing is good, but they're not really your problem. That's a small thing. Big pharma is your problem. These legal drugs are twice as bad as these illegal drugs. These legal drugs, man, they get in you, man. They set stuff on you that will kill you over a period of time. I'm talking about kill you dead, tear your body completely up, man. When you look at how they advertise drugs on TV, there's always fatal side effects.
Yeah. Hey, and Max, that
Hmm.
let me piggyback off of what you just said right there. Now, for instance, we talking about this situation right here. We talking about the jab. Well, see, H1N1 already got infomercials saying, okay, hey, look, if you have this or that, you know what I'm saying, because of the side effects of this and that, call this number. Just like all the infomercials that are coming up with all these medicines that you took about 10, 15, even 20 years ago coming up now.
Yeah.
So some people have in they head, like you, like myself, oh, okay, wait a minute. What's going to potentially take place 10, 15, 20 years down the line? God bless it if we live that.
Uh huh.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's a good point that you brought up. They'll be bringing up those commercials about, yeah, if you have had exposure to asbestos, you could be you could have money, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying, in your pocket and all that stuff because of what had taken place and stuff because of asbestos and the side effects that it's caused.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing that's a big problem too. All these Sambos
Mhm.
that are coming out like Stephen A. Smith, you know,
Man, yeah.
talking about, Kyrie
Clowns,
Irving should be benched. He should be kicked off the
clown man.
team. He should be like, man, what are you talking about, man? Well, he should be kicked off the team. I don't condone it. I'm against it. Like, you simp. Yo, man. I mean, I didn't know Stephen A. Smith was like, I actually talked to Stephen A. Smith, man, twice. And the second time I talked to him, man, I ain't want to talk to him no more again. I said, man, you ain't nothing but a. I ended up hanging up the phone, bro. I called in
Wow.
on one of his shows, man, a while back,
Yeah.
and I was
Uh huh.
talking to him about. I think we was talking about Mike Tomlin because I was mad
Hmm.
that they wanted to fire Mike Tomlin because we didn't make it. We got kicked out of the playoffs in the first round and stuff like that, right? And I was talking to
Yeah.
him about he ain't never had to lose a season. No, it was no. It was about the election. That's what we was
Uh.
talking about. It was
Hmm.
about the election. And man, this dude, yo, I was like, man, are you kidding me? You know, I didn't know he was
Right.
like that, man.
Yeah, man, and see Max to pour he poured more gasoline on the fire. Yes, all the butt dusting that he been doing and stuff like that, but also he poured gasoline on the fire when he went in talking about Stephon Marbury and him having mental health issues and stuff. That's not something that you joke about
Well,
because
he ain't right, but he ain't the only one that do that too, right? What's the what's the name is doing that now? So they got a face for that now. What's his name? The ex wide receiver. Uh,
oh, Brandon Marshall.
yeah, man. He always talking about anytime something happened to somebody, right? Like he was talking about Richard Sherman. Well, mental illness, this, and that. Man, this man got a mental illness, bro.
Yeah, well, he's advocating. Well, see, let me tell you this though, Max. He got off. The reason why he got off of FS1, his contract expired. They wanted him back over there. They wanted him back to at Fox Sports, and they wanted him back on that show. First down, first and 10, I think it was. One of those shows or whatever. But
Man,
he was on there with Nick Wrong, or I
I'd
call him
rather
Nick
have
Wrong.
Jerry Rice up there, even though Jerry Rice ain't no good commentator. I'd rather listen to Jerry. This Jerry Rice is real, bro.
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
He real. I mean, he ain't no commentator. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he be tripping,
Yeah.
but he's real though.
Uh-huh.
He'd be like, "Hey man, so yeah, I mean, he was talking about the strike, yeah." And Randy Moss broke his record. He's like, "No, man, did that the strike year, man. I mean, I had 30 touchdowns." I was like, "Yo, Rice is
How,
tripping."
how you
You
like
know,
Randy Moss up there, Max?
man. I don't. Okay, how you gonna have your whole career? You on some bad boy shit?
Hmm.
You turning over tables in the cafeteria talking about you don't eat like that no more. You got money now, okay, and that you play when you feel like you want to play, which I didn't have a problem with him saying at the time, right? How you go from all of that to coming on TV, sounding spit and polished, man, like you some kind of choir boy? And then now you abiding by all of the rules, and now you saying all of the things that guys like Stephen A. Smith say, Max Kellerman say. I mean, how you come on and think you're gonna pull that off, bro? After the way you behave during your career, like like we don't know you,
Your agenda.
like yeah, like we don't know what your antics were when you was playing ball,
Yeah.
okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Man, it corny, man. I'd rather have somebody real up there, man. Like maybe they're not all that spit and polished, but they real though. I'm mad because they kicked my man Marshall Falk. They blackballed Marshall Falk,
Well, yeah, but that was you know why what happened to Marshall.
and they couldn't control him though.
Yeah,
They couldn't control him. They
yeah.
blackballed him. They got Rob Woodson up out of there. They
Mhm.
took care of Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders still hanging. Well, they took care of him because Deion started talking real. They
Mhm.
got rid of
And look what Dion doing now.
yeah,
Dion cracked the top 25, Max,
yeah,
with Jackson State. He went to a
yeah,
HBCU and turned that program around, man.
yeah. He gonna end up being an NFL coach at one point, man. Don't be surprised if he end up with the Cowboys. You heard it here. You
Yeah.
heard it here on Polo Sports, y'all. You heard it here. Deion Sanders might end up being the head coach of the Cowboys.
He just might,
Okay,
man.
you know what
Dion
I'm
do a
saying?
lot. A lot of people don't realize, man, Max. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially, being here in Texas, man. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't realize how much Dion, guys like Dion, Darren Woodson, and Michael Irvin, how much they do for the community, and they just don't really be talking about it. Dion and Michael Irvin have a school. Dion got his camps, his
Yeah.
football camps for the youth, man. So
And you know what, man?
Dion be giving back. He said, "No, I want to coach at a HBCU." Got the top recruit in the country to come to his school.
Yeah, a couple of people starting to go down there. I know Doug Williams is down there.
Hmm.
Dion went down there. Somebody else went down there. Didn't somebody else go to HBCU? Somebody else is down there. There's another ball player down there. I just heard they mention his name a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
He's a head coach. I think it's is it the guy that used to play for the Steelers, the cornerback. Um,
Not
uh,
Palomalo.
Nah, 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 nah.
You talking about Ryan?
No, 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 not him.
Not Ryan.
Remember? Okay, let's see how good you are. A couple of years ago, Steelers
Mm-hmm.
played a game against the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, it was Ben Roethlisberger against Tony Romo. It was a
Okay.
good game. It was tied. He
Mm-hmm.
scored the winning touchdown, pick six.
And he was
Um,
but you said he was you said he was a cornerback.
he was a cornerback. Oh man,
Ike Taylor.
not Taylor. His pro day, man. He had an official, unofficial time on the 40, right, of a 3.9.
Damn.
You know, yeah. But no, it was
But
Deshae Townsend.
he was
Deshae
on
Townsend.
coach.
Deshae Townsend.
Oh, okay.
Deshae Townsend. He down there in one of the HBCUs too. Okay,
Okay.
so the guy, the young brother, man, that looked like a grown boy in a suit. Um,
Mm.
the um uh the one that had 31 touchdowns in one season. The one that was talking about his family heritage, being on a plantation, and his family was slaves. Um,
And he played for the Steelers.
no, he played for the Damian Thomason.
Oh, LT. Yeah.
Yeah,
LT.
man. What happened to him?
He was doing commentating for a minute or whatever. I know he from Central Texas. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because I
he
don't
left
see him
home.
doing that no more. I know the people that they couldn't control, they got off the air, man. Rod Woodson.
But yeah, that's
Uh,
the thing though, Max. See, when they get off the air, that don't necessarily mean that they're not doing it. Salute to you, Big Who.
nah,
Salute to you, Scrub Zero. I see y'all in the building, man. Salute
nah,
to
what
y'all.
they do is they get them off the air, though. But, like you said, they may be doing work later on. So they may be doing work on radio or they may be doing work as a commentator, but they just get them off the mainstream screen, though. 'Cause I don't want
Right.
nobody listening to him, man. Because what's his name was real as hell. Marshall Falk.
Mm.
Oh, he was real as hell, man. The problem with him was he wasn't feeling Tom Brady, and people I got to give Tom Brady credit. He proved me wrong, bro. Either he proved me wrong, or it's a setup going on over there in Tampa Bay.
Nah, man, there ain't no setup, man. That's my squad, man.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, he proved me.
Hey Max, man, Brady just I'm not like a Brady fanatic. That's not my favorite quarterback.
Hey, man,
But
we're not even going to talk about the Super Bowl, right?
yeah, I respect hey look, but I respect him because
Falcons.
he done hey look, he done rose from the odds being stacked
Yeah, I got
against
to
him
give him.
several times.
Yeah, I got to give him credit because I was shitting on him when he left New England. Oh man, I was shitting on him from here to Kalamazoo. I hated him.
But they
I
didn't
hated
want
him.
Max. They didn't want him.
Uh, yeah,
They
but
didn't want him. Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, man. Bill Belichick didn't even stick his neck out there for him. Now Bill
nah,
Belichick
because
is the one who you need to be criticizing. He didn't even want to give Cam a motherfucking chance
I was
because he didn't
cool with
take
it.
the motherfucking jab, man.
Yeah, I was cool with it because I ain't like him no way, and so I always thought he was a system quarterback. I didn't think he was a conventional quarterback, and I was shitting on him hard with my boys. I'm like, well, if he goes somewhere else, he's gonna be a bum.
I'm
You know what
telling
I'm
you,
saying?
no.
Nah, he proved me wrong, man. He went to Tampa Bay and lit it up.
Man, Belichick
Uh,
needed. Hey, Max, you know this.
mm,
Belichick needed. Belichick needed him more than Tom Brady needed Belichick.
yeah,
Just like Mike Tomlin, like if they'd have fired Mike, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna throw something else at you. Since you a Steelers fan, if
yeah.
they get rid of Mike Tomlin, nigga, you getting rid of 14 years of success because he's in 14 seasons he has never had a losing record.
And I think he's being
Never.
held. I'm gonna tell you this. I think he's being held back, man, by what's the name?
Roethlisberger.
Nah. Well, yeah, him too. But Kevin Colbert.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think Kevin
yeah.
Colbert holding the back. Colbert still holding the reins over the final
Mm,
decisions on players.
right.
I think he holding them back. And then Roethlisberger, okay, he a Hall of Fame quarterback. I still think he got some game in him. I think that they should let Haskins. I don't like the backup quarterback that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I like Haskins. I saw what Haskins can do. I really like that signing, and I really think that he is our future franchise quarterback.
Right.
But I think they need to get him in there now. I think they need to trade the dude that's back. I can't get his name right now, but the one that's backing the Roethlisberger up, they need to trade him, man. They need to trade him, and then get him out of the way, and then continue to groom Haskins. You know, I mean, we got to steal. You know what I'm saying? That was like the steal of the goddamn year.
I thought the chess move that y'all made, because y'all did make a couple of chess moves in the offseason, especially on your defense. When y'all got Melvin Ingram, I thought, okay, even though Melvin Ingram was he's a little older, and he had that injury or whatever, he was just coming back. I felt like, okay, these guys can actually, show some life. But then they started off slow and everything. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all back at five. Y'all 4-3 now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, we 3-3. But you know
Okay,
what
y'all
they
back
did?
at 500. Y'all just got that win. Y'all back at
Yeah,
500. So I was like,
barely.
but see, they brought up
It,
something else too, Max. That this is
uh,
real intriguing. Uh, because I've been talking about Westbrook lately. I've been talking about a lot of guys that start off slow and then they come on hot towards the end of the season. Ben Roethlisberger has always done that.
mm,
He'll start off slow, and then he'll. I'm not no Ben Roethlisberger fan, but to his credit though, he'll start off slow, and then he'll
I don't.
come on late or whatever.
I don't like the way Najee Harris is being used, and whoever the running back coach is, you just get into that young boy's head and tell him to stop running like he had Alabama. This ain't Alabama. Run the ball like a grown ass man. That's the
Right,
difference between him and Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry understands he's in the NFL. Najee Harris still thinks he's back at Alabama. This ain't
right,
Alabama, bro. Look where you're going, man. Running with your head down, running into people. This ain't Alabama. You just ain't gonna run people over like that. Okay,
right.
you need in the NFL you need vision. You need to keep your head up. You need to keep your feet up under you. Okay, he's got his
Yeah,
head over his toes a lot of times when he got the ball. And he's running like a goddamn battering ram. Dude, this ain't Alabama. You're gonna end up getting hurt like that.
that's facts.
So I don't like the running back coach. I don't know what they're teaching him, but they haven't broken him out of that yet. And you're gonna end up getting hurt. Like we ain't gonna have him for long. You keep running like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I got my issues with a couple of people. We would have lost that game had Russell Wilson been playing. All right, so
Right.
yeah, we lost. He probably got blown out. If Russell Wilson was playing, but
Yeah,
I
he
think that
out. He out now, and they lost. They lost yesterday. Uh, against New Orleans with Jameson though.
because Geno Smith is just a guy.
Yeah, man.
They made this big funky Geno Smith. He's just a guy.
Yeah. Well, hey, what's up, Scrub? Scrub, we got Scrub Zero on the panel.
What's up,
Max,
Scrub?
man.
What's
What's up, Zero?
He's a giant. Hey, Max. He's a
Mm-hmm.
Giants fan, a New York Giants fan. How about that?
Oh man, Polo, you a Giants fan?
Nah, man. I'm
Nah.
Tampa Bay all the way,
You know,
baby.
Oh, okay.
but
Oh, okay.
them sorry Giants pulled out a win on Sunday.
Who they beat?
The Panthers.
Yeah.
The Panthers got problems, man. They need to call Cam Newton back.
You know they ain't
They
doing
ain't
that.
gonna do that.
I would. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else they gonna do.
They ain't even got him as one of the best Panthers, man.
I don't even know why. I don't even know what they're gonna do. I mean, he took them to a championship. Okay.
Single-handedly.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody tripping on the fact that he didn't dive on the ball, and I mean, it is what it is, man.
Mm.
The way
Everybody
they
What
keep
be
you
doing.
what
beating
you
him up,
got on what you
well,
got on everything Scrub Zero, man? What you we talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but man,
Yeah, my
what's
bad.
on
We
your
just
mind, brother?
started going crazy.
I hop to what you. I like. You know what? Let me get up. Let me hop in on this because y'all talking about.
Man, the only reason you hopped in because you heard Max talking about football, man.
Yeah,
Just be
Yeah,
honest. Football is Scrub Zero's forte. He loves
yeah,
it,
that's my
football. When
thing
it
we
too.
talk
is.
Yeah,
about
I love
basketball, he
ball.
don't really jump in. We talk about football. Oh, he on
I,
this motherfucker.
I ain't gonna be
I'm down.
jumping
I'm
until
down
I
with.
have football done. It's the football season.
I'm down with the old NBA, man. I ain't really feeling this new NBA.
That's why. Listen, once football season done, I'll be more into the NBA stuff. Right now,
Mm.
but like you said, the NBA, the current NBA it ain't the same, man.
No,
It ain't.
no, it's messed up. All this 3-point shooting, it's hard to get. You got pure 3-point shooters like this. It's hard to guard guys like that, man. It was hard to guard Reggie Miller. I mean, Reggie Miller blow you, man. Reggie Miller knock your head off, man, out of nowhere from 3-point range. I'm talking about off balance, leaning backwards. You know, I mean, let me shoot your eyes dead out, bro. You know,
You're bringing up
Michael
a lot
Red.
of painful memories.
Yeah, man, Michael Red with a 43% 3-point shooting. I mean, come on, dog.
Mark Mook, man. Chris Jackson.
Yeah,
Right.
man, it's hard. It's hard to guard pure 3-point shooters, man. All this, pull up at the top of the key and bombs away. Nobody playing defense. You know,
They
I'm
don't play.
surprised the scores. I'm surprised the scores ain't into the 170s.
Shoot, it's got it damn near did last night with Boston and Charlotte.
Yeah, just like 170 something now, man. With these guys, man. I remember, man, when games used to be like 89 to 80, 80
Yeah,
89
Right.
to 88, when they had
but
Ben Wallace and them down there in Detroit. Remember Ben Wallace, Mr.
yeah,
Afro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but see,
89. Uh-huh.
Max, what they're doing now. I don't know if you've seen it. I know you've seen it too, Scrub Zero. See, guess who's starting to complain about the referee and the way they calling
James Harden.
James Harden? He's up in here crying and complaining. You know why?
I
Because
mean,
they're not catering to him, and you actually got to play ball, and you actually got to play defense now. And I'm loving
he
it because
thinks,
it's exposing a lot of these motherfuckers that they just want to make trips to the free throw line and all
yo,
that.
man, he thinks because he got a well-grown beard, he should get special treatment. Uh, hey, man,
Like,
come on, bro. Just play your game. We know you good, man. Just play your game, dog.
Yeah,
he's
You
like,
know?
I'm the beard. I should be getting calls. Come on, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I didn't like that whole thing that went down in Oklahoma anyway, when they broke that whole team up. I didn't like all that was messed up. They could have had a
Mhm.
powerhouse team. They could have kept Harden. Get rid of why did they keep what's the guy named Serge Ibaka? But why was he on the team?
Because
he ended up moving around, but man, yeah,
I'd have got rid of him, man. Yeah.
yeah, they blew that whole thing. He was there for a minute after
Yeah.
what's his name is that, but
yeah,
then
they didn't
you
want to
know,
pay the luxury tax, and they
I'd
so they
have
picked
got
one
rid
guy,
of
and they said, all right, we'll keep Serge instead of Harden.
No, I'd have got rid of Serge, Kevin Harden. They had a monster team, man. They could have been reigning supreme for a minute. I mean, you had Durant, Harden, both on the same team.
yeah.
You let
Then
that get away?
Westbrook, Harden,
Yup,
KD.
and then Westbrook.
Yeah,
Come on,
they
man.
had a squad. They had a squad. And they made it to the finals. That's what people don't understand.
Okay, we got an echo. Somebody echo.
I know it's not me. Everybody get on mute. Hold on. Is that you, Scrub?
Let me see. Oh, okay. Second. Good now.
Yeah. Yeah, we good. Yeah, I'd have got rid of Serge, and I'd have put like some journeyman from the bench in there, just to keep them guys, honest. Westbrook, my big three: Westbrook, Harden, KD. You know, And I done gave up on the Knicks. I gave up on the Knicks 30 years ago, man.
We all knew what the hell Achilles heel was.
I still haven't recovered. I still haven't recovered from the what's the name era, the Isaiah Thomas era. I still haven't recovered. I still can't figure out why he was even hired.
I feel bad for that dude too.
Yeah. I still can't figure out. And then when you make a big funky order about hiring that fucking ball, Stephon Marbury. I mean, come on, dog. Like, I was watching games, man, when he was the point. Dribble for like 30 minutes, man. Like, dude, you gonna shoot the ball?
That he used to not play like that. When he was at Georgia Tech, man, he was enjoyable to watch, man.
I mean, he got skills. He was enjoyable to watch. I mean, he got skills. I mean, even Tony, what's the guy from Tim Duncan's
Tony Parker?
Squad? Yeah, man. Even Tony Parker hated guarding him, man. But he was a ball hawk. The only guy that I ever seen that thought he could beat a whole team by himself. But yeah, but football is my thing, and I'm starting to get bad with that because people start to say that the NBA, the NFL is fixed, and you know what? And I'm starting to wonder about that Falcon. I mean, that Super Bowl with the Falcons, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you forget how to play defense in the second half.
I don't know how you run the ball only 4 times after having a 28-3 lead.
Yeah. I mean, you go out in front, you blowing everybody out, you shutting people down. You come out, the second half, all of a sudden, you can't complete a pass, you can't throw a pass 4 yards, can't nobody stop nobody. All of a sudden, it's like the goddamn defense stayed in the locker room.
Of course.
And that kind of made me wonder, man, that they wanted Tom Brady to get another Super Bowl. I was complaining about that. I was complaining about it. A lot of people thought that was suspect. I mean, one time we had a big discussion about that after the game was over. Man, we had a big old argument about that because that was corny, bro.
Yeah, they had it. People in ATL. I talked to a couple of people. They still, man, because you remember when they went back in the Jamal Anderson days, and now we're doing the Dirty Bird and stuff. That's as
Dirty
close
Bird
as they had gotten, man.
Oh, sorry ass, but he got there with the with the Falcons, went to Super Bowl. Who they played? Minnesota that year?
Mm-hmm.
No, man, they didn't play Minnesota. Who did they play that year with when Dan Reeves was the coach? They went to the Super Bowl. Who did they play? Can't remember who they played, but I know Jamal Anderson did. And he didn't do nothing in that game, man. He did more coming out on the intro than he actually did in the game.
I don't think it's every game is fixed, but I believe that there are a lot of conspiracies. Like, okay, for instance, the biggest one, the beatbacks and Swerve Zero, was when Marshawn and
that
Seahawks game.
Yeah, that was bad.
With Pete Carroll and Pete Carroll, I started looking at him suspect. I used to like Pete Carroll. After that, man, I kind of looked at him sideways.
How you gonna throw a ball right to?
Right.
I mean, the guy knew where the ball was going.
Right.
It was so bad. Your receiver had his back turned.
That ball was poorly thrown as well.
And then he got all these phony accolades, like he was some shutdown corner. He was really a bum, And so, I mean, that was suspect. That was suspect, man. I don't know if it was fixed. That could have just been a really bad call. That's iffy. I mean, that's something we could debate back and forth for a while because it could just be a bad call. It's kind of hard to say it was fixed. It could have just been a bad call because when you got a stud like Russell Wilson, you put the ball in his hand. I trust Russell Wilson, to make an accurate pass. You know, I mean, I don't know how he blew that pass right there. I'm like, dude, your receiver's back was turned, bro. And it's not like you had a whole bunch of people in your face, but your receiver's back was turned. You threw the ball right to the cornerback.
There was no need to even call that play.
Yeah, you know. Like I said,
Like,
it just could have been, saying it's fixed, I think it's a little far fetched. It just could have
I
been a
don't.
bonehead call. You know, that just could have been a dumbass call by Pete Carroll, man. Some of these coaches make dumb calls, man.
But
You
you
know,
see, but at the timing it is, it's like, why would you make this call here? It'll be like, that's how people. That's why you get start saying like, yo, is this rigged? And it's like, I think some of it is rigged.
yeah, some of it. That Falcon Super Bowl, I watched that from beginning to end, bro. I watched the Falcons just absolutely come out the second half, and they was like a JV squad, bro. They were monsters in the first half. Man, they come out in the second half. It was like Pop Warner. I mean, I couldn't believe that.
It was that 3rd-and-1 run. Matt Ryan got sacked that really turned it around. He fumbled the ball, and it was the end after. I'm like,
and then he couldn't. Yeah, and all of a sudden he couldn't throw the ball no more. He couldn't make a pass no more. I'm like, come on, man. And then the defense fell apart. You know, I mean, it was just
defense fell apart. He took sacks he shouldn't have. They ended up, man.
It's like it was paid. It's kind of like Le'Veon Bell too, right? When the Steelers were hot a couple of years ago, and they came out and smoked Miami and they beat Kansas City. And I think when they got to the Patriots or whatever, Le'Veon Bell all of a sudden couldn't run the ball no more. All of a sudden he had an injury that nobody knew about. And then we got rolled by the Patriots again. You know? So, I thought that was suspect too. You just got finished running over Miami. You ran the hell. I mean, your running was the only reason why we beat KC. We get to New England, and all of a sudden you got an injury that nobody knows about, and you go in and do 2 runs, and you come out stand on the goddamn sideline. I mean, you stand on the sideline like, what is he doing on the sideline? And then it came out that he's injured. He had an injury since the Miami game. What? Ain't nobody said nothing. He didn't look injured in the Kansas City game.
Right.
I'm like, well, man, man, that was suspect too, man. That's why I hate Brady, man. I don't like Brady, man, because they want that man for some reason to be the all-time great ever, better than Marino, they want him to be the all-time greatest quarterback to ever live.
But they didn't know, but he wasn't the guy they really wanted to be that guy. They had to concede that to him because he was just better than Peyton Manning, and they would try to get other guys ahead of him. They try to get Peyton Manning.
I don't know if he was better than Peyton Manning. I don't know about that.
Listen,
I've seen Peyton Manning. Yeah, I've seen Peyton Manning beat a team in like 15 minutes.
Listen, okay? And the regular season, Peyton Manning is great, but all those postseasons, like he had a few where he was solid, but a lot of them he was.
Well, the problem with them was like their line was like their issues was exposed in the postseason. That's one of the reasons why they couldn't, because even as great as he was, that line really wasn't all that. Really wasn't a good offensive line. Huh?
What about Indy?
Who?
Indianapolis when he was in Indy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. His offensive line got exposed in the postseason. You see, the reason why you didn't see the problems on the offensive line in the regular season, because he got the ball out of his hands real good, real quick. They had a good running game. And then when you got Marvin Harrison burning, streaking down the sideline, it covers up a lot of deficiencies. But when you get into the postseason and they got people fast enough to lock down Marvin Harrison and stop your running game, then your line get exposed. And then your tight end get covered with Dallas Clark. He gets covered up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's mano on mano with your offensive line, and their offensive line couldn't hold up. That's why he was getting beat up in the playoffs.
But
You know,
you that guy. You know, all right. My line ain't that great. Let me get this ball out faster. Let me actually call plays where I'm not putting my line in a bad spot.
nah. Well, you see, he couldn't do that because his receivers were covered up. You know, see, when you get to when you start getting into the postseason, people pull out all of the stops, man. They put their best corners on your receivers. They don't play off coverage like that. You know, a lot of people gamble with one-on-one, press coverage, and they in your receivers' faces, which disrupt timing. So if you're a timing quarterback, you got problems. Peyton was a timing quarterback. So a lot of his receivers were disrupted. So when he dropped back, he expected to throw the ball to a certain spot, but couldn't because the receiver wasn't there. He was either getting jammed up on the line or he's being shadowed somewhere. And so that forced him to hold the ball. And his line wasn't all that great. And so he's getting sacked.
They wasn't all that bad. To have a lot of time he getting the number 1, number 2 seed. They couldn't have been all that bad.
No, because actually, a good quarterback can make a line look a lot better than what it really is, like Aaron Rodgers and all that. These guys can make lines, Drew Brees. They can make lines look much better than what they really are. These quarterbacks are throwing up crazy numbers, and you swear they got the best offense in the league, and they don't until you get to the postseason where people bring their real defense, and then people get D'd up, and you see that the offensive line ain't shit. You got guys that can actually lock down Marvin Harrison, and Dallas Clark and play press on the other receivers. Oh, all of a sudden the offensive line ain't all that no more.
But they had backs. It ain't like they're not like in Peyton's time in Indianapolis. They didn't have good running backs.
I mean, he had Edward James.
James.
Yeah.
And Joseph Adai.
Yeah. Joseph Adai came out of UConn.
Yeah.
Ain't no running backs up there.
Joseph Adai was not a bad running back.
Man, UConn don't produce no running back.
Man, let's not act like Joseph Adai wasn't a guy that was good.
He was a guy. I'll give him that. I don't know if I'm going to say he was somebody I would rely on. He came out of UConn, bro. Ain't no running backs up there.
Man.
Now, if he would have came out of Oklahoma or something like that, then, Alabama, LSU, something like that, I'd be like, but he came out of UConn.
Listen, I saw Joseph Adai play. Joseph Adai was solid. Joseph Adai was a guy you could actually give the ball to. So
I think Joseph Adai was a little bit better than James Conner.
If you don't put a little bit better than James Conner, stop.
Yeah, just a tad bit, a smidgen better than James Conner. Stop. Again, he come out of UConn, bro. I mean, seriously, ain't no running backs up at UConn, bro. The North don't produce running backs like that unless the North, right? The Northeast, every now and then you get an anomaly like a man that played for the Baltimore Ravens. The one that knocked his wife out in the elevator.
Oh,
yeah, Ray Rice. Every now and then you get an anomaly like that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, running backs don't really come out of the Northeast. We got wide receivers that come out of there, but not running back. We're not like the Northeast is not known for producing running backs, especially out of UConn and shit. I mean, seriously, no.
Still,
Yeah,
Joseph
had to step into the bathroom.
Huh?
I had to step to the bathroom for a sec, bro.
Okay. Now he's trying to sell me on Joseph Adai, who to me ain't nothing but just a little better than James Conner.
Stop. He was not just a little better than James Conner. Stop. James Conner and Joseph Adai are not
just a little bit better than James Conner, man. Like, and James Conner came out of Pitt, right? He came out of Pitt. Yeah, and they ain't really known for producing backs either. Now they produce cornerbacks, you know what I'm saying? But running back, they ain't really got no running back skills over there either. I want to know what happened. What is wrong with Michael Vick's brother?
Oh, yeah.
How you
Michael.
come out of college already crazy?
Yeah, Vontae. Yeah, he
Like,
got in some
yeah, like
trouble,
you just
man.
absolutely crazy, man. You got like this attitude. You mad at the world. You beating everybody up. You selling drugs, dude. I mean, you had all the talent in the world.
Yeah. I mean, but see that happened to a lot. Like, okay, for instance, Maurice Claret, man. I be beating myself. Man, I be
Well,
like, man,
he
what the
had,
fuck, man? Maurice Claret,
well,
man.
yeah, well, he had
If
a
he
lot of
came
problems.
out, he'd have been hand times one of the greatest to ever run the ball, man.
Yeah, but
Because
he
he
had
was
a lot
already
of,
on pay. He wanted to go to the NFL early. Y'all remember that?
yeah, he had a lot
Right.
of problems. So he had a lot of problems, though, man. Unfortunately, man, his upbringing was really bad. There was a lot of people that really messed that young kid up, man. I felt bad for him, man. He was in a really bad environment. You know, he was in a really bad environment. He couldn't think straight. He just was. They just messed him up, man. The environment that he grew up in just messed him up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when James Brown was talking about him, man. The dude freaked out on James Brown. He said, "Man, dude got like mental problems, and he had a lot of problems, man. You know, it's kind of like Cadillac Williams. When he got to that, I think he blew up both his wheels in the NFL. And then when he got him repaired, they brought him back, and John Gruden had him on that run nigga run shit. You know,
And
yeah, like I said, a lot of these running backs. I was talking to my boy one time, right? I said, running backs should get paid more money. And so he's looking at it from the white point of view. He said, well, it's not a position of need. Okay. Well, tell that to Baltimore.
hmm.
I think
But
running backs should get paid more money, man, because they touch the ball a lot. They take a lot of hits. Their life expectancy in the NFL is not that fucking long. I mean, if you got a running back like Emmitt, the reason why Emmitt Smith lasted so long because he had Godzilla and King Kong and Rodan in them on the offensive line. Y'all see that offensive line? I mean, dude was getting 5 yards before he even got touched. And then he got a wake up call when he went over to the Cardinals. He started getting punched in his mouth because he was used to running around. He was used to running behind that big offensive line. Same thing. What was the other dude, man? Not Marion Barber, the other one that replaced the guy that replaced Marion Barber.
was that Felix Jones?
Nah. We talking about dudes with matchsticks for legs. The real fast dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Had that 4.2 speed, but had legs like straws.
Man, I'm telling you, Max trying to pull out these archives, man. He gonna test your knowledge, man.
Right. I'm like, man.
No, but you had my man. You had my man. They got him out of the draft, and I remember the first play. Right, they had him on kickoff return.
Mm-hmm.
Felix something.
Felix Jones?
Oh, Felix Jones.
Yeah, I said Felix Jones.
Yeah, he went to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Right, he went to Arkansas, right? With Darren McFadden.
Yeah.
Or did he go to
There you
Oklahoma?
go,
Did he go to
Darren
Oklahoma?
McFadden.
Yeah.
Darren McFadden. He went to the Raiders. You had Julius Jones went to
and then
Seattle.
he was with the Cowboys. He was with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They were projecting. Hey, Scrub Zero and Max. Remember, they were projecting Darren McFadden. His trajectory was crazy. Mel Kiper Jr. I kind of was upset at Mel Kiper Jr. for a minute though, but they projected him to be crazy, like stupid, great, man.
Yeah,
but that's what you have. But see, that's what happens when you got commentators that don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at the physical build of the player. I mean, dude had shins that looked like matchsticks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had ankles. He had ankles the size of a roll of quarters. Okay, so you're not that kind of a build, right? is not a durable build. Okay, so he's injury prone right off the bat. Just why I called Bob Sanders out of college, right, that he was going to be injury prone. Dude was injured all in high school.
Right.
He was injured in high school, injured in college. What makes you think he'll get injured in the NFL? Dude couldn't stay on the field.
Right.
Now don't get me wrong. He was a badass dude when he wasn't hurt. But he can only play for like 5 minutes at a time.
Right.
I mean, you get him on the field more than 5. Man, you get him on the field more than 5 minutes, he's gonna pull a pectoral muscle. He's gonna tear a ligament. You know, he gone. You know what I'm saying? One of the most durable running backs I've ever seen was Sean Alexander. How
long did he play?
He played for a couple of years. I think he retired after we beat them in that Super Bowl. After that, he was done.
I don't think Curtis Martin gets enough credit for his durability.
Yeah, man, he was good.
Right.
He was
Curtis
good,
Martin, man, and I hate that they robbed him of all those years while he was with the Jets and stuff, man. But
he was good.
Man, Curtis Martin, Westbrook. A lot of people don't. Brian Westbrook. Now he's finna be, Hall of Famer.
I hate it.
Retired.
I hated playing him. I hated when we played. I hated when we played him. I hated when we played Cedric Benson. I couldn't stand playing Cedric Benson. He would kill us, man. Cedric Benson, God rest his soul, man, he would kill us, man. And Martin, we couldn't stop him for nothing, and we couldn't stop my man from Jacksonville.
Fred Taylor.
Yeah, couldn't stop him either. I hated when we played them 3 running backs, man, especially Fred Taylor. You know.
Yeah, Fred Taylor.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Maurice Jones-Drew.
No, when I heard Chris Martin, he brought up.
Man, that nigga ain't even got no college. Man, that nigga ain't even got no college, man, in his knees, bro. So he out there playing bone on bone. I'm like, dude, what are you shot up with some kind of Thorazine? Like, how you playing bone on bone? You ain't got no cartilage in your knee. And then he got shocked because he got turned down for medical insurance. Dude, you ain't got no cut. Huh?
Max, who you got liking so far for the MVP?
It's easy, man. Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you got because they just took that L. They just took that L, and then you got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, man, undefeated though. Yeah,
Kyler Murray ain't no joke either. That little nigga, that's Russell Wilson 2.0.
Man,
that little nigga ain't no joke, boy. Where they getting these little niggas from, man?
I think when it's all said and done, he's gonna be better than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, man, he is Russell Wilson 2.0. That's a bad boy, man.
And Dak, right you gotta give it to Dak too.
No,
Dak done came back. He done his props. He done came back from the injury, man.
No, I ain't going to speak about the rest. I don't know if I got confidence in the rest of this team, but Dak, I got confidence in that.
Sure, I got. Hey, Scrub Zero and Max, I got goddamn Trayvon Diggs for defensive MVP, man.
Yeah,
that as of right now, I don't see anyone who's been better than.
Well, if Watt can stay healthy, I think Watt gonna get it if he can stay healthy. He's a monster. He's a monster when he's healthy.
You said who? You said who?
TJ Watt. If he stays healthy, he's a monster. He's a monster, man. Dude, not only getting sacks, he causing fumbles. He causing all kinds of problems. He just havoc, bro.
But Cowboys got that number, man. I know Scrub Zero tired of me saying it. Man, they in the top 5 in defense though.
That scoring defense in the top 5 though. That's what I'm you say it is.
The leading interception is Trayvon.
I mean, I saw out there, man. You still got Clowney still playing?
Huh?
Clowney.
You said?
Yeah, he's still playing.
Wait, yeah. He with the Browns. He with the Browns, man.
Yeah, and I think
they got a top defense too because they got what's his name on there.
And I think Ndamukong Suh is still in the league.
Yeah, and Sue's still with the Bucks, right? He's been quiet.
Oh yeah, Sue, man. With Tampa Bay, man. Hey, New York. Hey, what's his name? Mad about that? Scrub Zero. Hey, Max, we got motherfucking Sue, and we got Pierre Paul. Y'all didn't want him.
Nah,
That's
Y'all didn't want
GM
Pierre
didn't want
Paul,
him.
nigga. We
that's
the
so
fucking
didn't want him. I
expendables,
wanted
nigga.
him.
We
I
the
wanted him.
expendables. They didn't want
sure.
AB.
What you mean?
They didn't want AB.
Hey,
They
man,
didn't
I
want
saw,
Richard Sherman. They didn't want none of them. They didn't want Brady.
I saw Mike Upati. I was like, man, Upati still in the league?
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, he's still playing. I was like, oh shit, man, Mike Upati. I remember when he first got drafted. But
Nigga, who's not better than Eli? I know you ain't talking about something, man.
wait a minute, why is Percy Harvin not playing?
Percy Harvin long past. Didn't he retire like how many years ago?
Yeah, but he shouldn't be tight. He's still pretty young. He still can play.
He stay hurt though.
Yeah.
That was his issue.
I think guys like that, speed guys like that, they need to be like, they need to be like go guys. I wouldn't try to make them into no real, a clutch receiver like a Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall built for all of that conflict. Guys like Percy Harvin ain't built for that, man. To me, he's just a pure go guy. Just put him out there and just let him go long. Let him go ahead and burn somebody, and then put him back on the bench. Then take him back out when you want to burn somebody again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then let him run kickoffs. You know what I'm saying? Let him do that. Let him return punts, kickoffs, and then put him in strictly for the go route. Let him pull a double move on somebody and flash down the sideline and get a quick 6. You know what I mean? So, and guys like Brandon Marshall, you don't play no more. You need big body receivers like that, man, to do all the dirty work. I like possession receivers more than I like anybody else, because the possession receivers keep they keep your downs moving and they keep your drives alive, and they can make the contested catches.
Who?
He probably said Tom. He probably gonna say Tom Brady. And I'm gonna have to lose my damn
Better
mind.
than who?
Hey, Big, who said somebody not better than Eli?
I think when you mentioned
Eli.
Tom Brady, he said that. And if I gotta go in on one more goddamn person,
Nah, man, Tom Brady way better than you talking about Eli Manning?
Oh my God,
Yes.
Big, who, man? You capping,
Oh
man.
man, that motherfucker. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tom Brady way better. Dak Prescott better than Eli Manning. All these quarterbacks out here better than Eli
Dak
Manning.
Prescott
Not all
better
of
than
them out
everybody.
here.
Hey, listen, let me tell you why Dak Prescott last year, before he got hurt, Max, guess what his QBR was?
What?
It was damn near 140, and he was on pace to have an historic season because he was on pace to throw well over 3,000 yards. I forget
6,000
You know what?
yards.
he had.
He was
You know
on
what,
pace
He
for
had
over
already had
6,000.
like
Dallas should trade for my man from Houston. The guy with all that
Deshaun?
speed. No, the wide receiver
Stills?
with all that dance. No, man, the one with that fortress. Will
Cooks. Oh wait, Will Fuller?
No, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
nah, they good.
Yeah, man. Dallas should trade for Will Fuller.
I wouldn't trade for Will Fuller.
Oh.
I wouldn't trade for Will Fuller.
I would get Will
Dallas
Fuller.
got all the pieces. I got Dallas coming out of the NFC, and Scrub don't like
Man,
it.
Dallas
No, because they got to prove
You
it
got
to
to
me.
understand why I'm coming with that logic. Think about it. They got
Dallas.
a dominant running game, and Pollard is just as strong as Ezekiel Elliott. They got a dominant receiving core. Now Wilson coming on. They got motherfucking CD Lamb who's playing, and you got
I don't think
Cooper. Then they got a dominant defense. Like I said, they top 5. Now they up at top 3.
I don't know about
And
that.
on top of that, the quarterback is playing good.
I ain't really
they clicking on all cylinders. And do not get me started on that motherfucker Parsons. That motherfucker the second coming of Ray Lewis. Go watch Parsons, Max.
Yeah.
Go watch
Yeah,
that
I know who he
motherfucker,
is.
man.
I know he is. He's pretty
But
good.
Scrub Zero
Yeah.
up in here talking about, oh no, I don't believe in him, man. You better go watch
Dallas.
that motherfucker.
No,
He is ahead of his
I don't
time.
see
because
Dallas.
I've seen this story too many times with the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't see
I've
Dallas
seen
any
this
different
story.
than it.
Hey,
I don't see
Quan's
Dallas
so
any different than
versatile, you can play that motherfucker as secondary. That's
No,
I
how
don't see
versatile
no, you
Dallas
can't.
any
Stop.
different.
Now you wilding. Because
I
he's
don't
got to
see
work on
Dallas
his
any
coverage.
different. I don't see Dallas any different than the Knicks.
I ain't gonna say all that now. I
think
They the
anybody
Knicks
can
and
beat
they the Knicks and the
the Cardinals and beat Dallas.
Dallas is the Knicks in the football uniform. We got all this promise, right? We got all these players. It looks good. Then it collapses at the end of the year. Right now they're looking good. I mean, they look like they're gonna do something. I don't know. It remains to be seen. We'll see if they get to the playoff. We'll see what they do in the playoff. We'll know that first game in the playoffs if Dallas for real or not. It look like they're gonna get to the playoff because the Giants ain't shit. And
they in a bad. They're the best team in a bad division, and they've done their thing. I will admit that. So they'll definitely win the division. I ain't no question about that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they could beat Tampa. I don't know if they can beat Tampa.
they need to get rid of
I definitely don't think they can
get rid of they need to get rid of what's his name? The guy that came from Ohio, the coach.
Nah, they whole issue, man. They gotta figure out what's going on with Saquon, man.
First of all,
he can't never stay healthy, man.
Look, you can't because you get beat the fuck up. The line is garbage. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, they can't. They ain't got no depth at the line. The guys they were counting on all got hurt.
What's up with that old line, man?
They got nobody at the line.
All the guys that were expected to play got hurt. You lost your whole left side.
Sometimes a team get hit with the injury bug at a bad time, and it really messes up their their season.
But the Giants,
we got hit with it early, so I'm glad we're coming out of it now. We got hit with it early, so we already lost our little slew of games, and so now we started to get healthy.
But the Giants, for the past 10 years, they've always had a bunch of injuries at key positions when they can't afford it. They don't have any depth.
They had their little moment. They shined. They won their little Super Bowl. They beat the big bad Patriots.
But like I said, they've had issue with depth for years as far as guys staying healthy. They can't stay healthy for nothing. They're always close to or at the top of teams that have players hurt.
You got
outside of last year.
Tiki Barber still shitting on Eli, man.
When they fired, what's his name, man? That was long overdue.
Who?
Coach, I forget his name.
Tom
Coughlin? When they fired the old coach, man, that was long.
Oh, Tom Coughlin?
Yeah, there you go, Coughlin. Man, that was long overdue.
Man, Coughlin, no, I don't know about that, man.
Coughlin was straight. It was the rest.
Yeah,
it was the players they were getting from him.
Yeah,
they can start.
But he kept having losing seasons.
Nah, the guy who should have never been a coach was that damn Sperano dude, Tony Sperano, whatever the hell his name is, Sperano or Soprano. Yeah, Tony Soprano. They need to get Urban Meyer. Out of there. He's a bum. Jacksonville ain't gonna win nothing but Urban Meyer over there. Man, they ain't gonna win no games over there, bro.
They won a game.
They got one.
They had to go all the way to Europe.
They actually won the game, Max. They finally won the game.
You're gonna be like 1-17 or some shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they won in 5. They won in 5. Ain't they 1 in 5, right? They won in 4.
Yeah,
they won in 5.
I like the quarterback. They got some talent on the team. They got a bad coach.
Sunshine can hoop. Sunshine can ball, man.
Yeah, Sunshine, all right. He need a better coach.
Well, I call him the B. He one of the BGs, man. He remind me of one of the BGs and shit. Staying
so
alive.
What you think? Okay. What you think about this situation about them coming out, Max and Scrub Zero? About this dude reiterated talking about, we're gonna stick with Tua, knowing the chance they got a chance to snag Deshaun Watson.
Who got a chance to take him?
The Dolphins.
Miami.
Oh, Brian Flores is. I think he lying. I'm gonna just be straight. I think he lying. I think
Cause
he did.
remember
Man,
that
I'm going
scrub.
after
Remember that
this.
scrub. Hey Max. Hey scrub. Remember that. He had already came out before the season started. Oh, we just want high character guys on
Man,
our
I'm
team.
going after
Right.
Deshaun
But
Watson.
What man? What the fuck, man? That motherfucker ain't even. They have not banged no motherfucking gavel yet.
I'm going after
right, not to
Deshaun Watson.
mention, I heard wasn't there reports that he wanted Herbert instead of Tua? I know there was
I
some report
heard
going
that.
on that he had
I did
wanted
hear that.
Herbert. I'm
And
like, so
Herbert was killing, man. The first few games of the season, man. They was
Yeah,
right.
he
already
over
having
there
him
saying,
at MVP.
yeah, he in San Diego, right?
They in LA now.
Yeah. Well, LA, yeah.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
they done move. Wait a minute, they
Yeah.
done move Herbert already?
No, Herbert's still with the Chargers, but the Chargers are in
Oh,
San Diego, or not in San Diego anymore.
Yeah, they in
okay, in
LA.
LA.
LA Chargers, LA Rams.
Yeah,
Las Vegas Raiders. they
yeah,
fucked it all up, man.
I'm going after Deshaun Watson. You know, I don't know about no Tua.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
not doing that.
3-time Pro Bowler, nigga. And he
Yeah,
got
I'm
a
going
four.
after Deshaun
Hey,
Watson.
he got a high ratio. He got a good ratio, and he got 107 touchdowns and 39 interceptions.
Yeah.
Oh, you take that any
That's
day
a
of the
decent
week.
ratio right there.
That's a great ratio.
Man, see, I don't need a backup quarterback. Man, they need to get Geno Smith out of there.
You see, they should go out because if Wilson's gonna miss all that time, they could get
I'm
Cam.
not backing that motherfucker up. Shit.
I don't know if they're gonna win a game while Wilson is out. I mean, dude, he ain't built like that. When has he ever shown anything since he came out of West Virginia?
But they talk about putting him back in the lineup though, Russell Wilson, because he just had that issue with the finger. They trying to hurry up and get him back out there.
They ain't got no choice because they're not gonna win a game with Geno Smith. Dude ain't built like that.
You're right.
I mean, when he ain't built like that, I'd rather go and get what's the guy that played with the Jets, the little Puerto Rican dude.
Sanchez?
Yeah. He a better option than Geno Smith.
Speaking of the Jets and nonsense moves, they done traded for Joe Flacco.
I just reported that yesterday.
Well, he could still rip it.
No,
I was watching him.
But
he was with Philly though.
But the silly thing is, they had him last year, and you didn't keep him. So why the heck would you trade back for him?
Because they realized he made a mistake.
Game manager. He got a ring. He got a couple
dumbass. You got dumbass GMs, man, trying to act like they smart. Got dumbass GMs.
Like
a lot of these GMs are dumb, man.
It's not that you didn't have him and then you're like, all right, we need him. You had him on your roster, and so when the offseason came, you could have re-signed him. Y'all chose not to. Why the heck are you trading back for him?
Dumbass
and then you got Cam Newton out there.
Right, exactly.
Man, Cam Newton tripping, man. He got fucking butterfly. Man, what's wrong with this dude, man? He got barrettes in his hair like a little girl. Man, what does the matter with him, man?
But ain't nothing wrong with his football play, man. I ain't even worried about that, man. Well, shoot, it ain't no better. Russell Westbrook out there fucking wearing skirts and shit.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Wait, who wears skirts?
Westbrook.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Who wears skirts?
Russell Westbrook. We got cats calling him Dressbrook now.
Man, these niggas is crazy. What was his explanation for that? What did he say? I know somebody had to say something to him about it.
I don't know, man.
He was doing some shoot from Fashion Week in New York or something such. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. I don't know who's worse, Cam Newton or Ezekiel Elliott with all that purple shit on, or
I assure you, Cam Newton ain't worse than what a lot of these guys out here do.
You know what? If Cam Newton stopped acting like he God and play his game, he'd be fine.
When did he do that?
Huh?
You say
he walking around like, oh yo, man, I'm Cam Newton. I took the Panthers to the Super Bowl. All right, nigga, that was 12 years ago. Get back on the field and do it again. We know you can do it. We saw you do it before.
Yeah, tell the league, give him an opportunity. He's willing to show it. He ain't got no problem doing that. He said he had no problem even being a backup. It's the league that's dragging their feet.
Yeah, he could still throw. Yeah, Cam still he needs to be with the right team though. He need a team. Cam do need a team like a Jacksonville, but they got Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he don't need to be on no dang on Jacksonville.
He need a team like that though. A team that got talent, a team that he can groom. That's going to take 2 years, okay. But they got a lot of promise. He can have that team up and running in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Who else is something like that? Who else is a team like that? Is it Cincinnati? Or
Cincinnati got Burrow though.
You know who confuses me, man? What's up with the Bears?
The Bears don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. Like, what are they doing over there?
They got Justin Fields, who I personally don't think he should have been playing this year. Not because I don't think he wasn't the guy, but I don't think he's ready. I thought he'd been better suited to wait to take a redshirt year.
Yeah, because I'm like, what is?
But Matt Nagy's coaching for his job, so he.
Yeah. Now you got Aaron Rodgers shitting on him, talking about you still own him and whatnot. Like, I still don't know what's going on with Green Bay. I don't know what they're about. As long as they got Aaron Rodgers, though, they're gonna be a threat. So Mike McCarthy's over there with Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's because they got him and the other dude from Atlanta.
All right, well, we'll see. Like I said, Dallas look good now, but they looked good before. Okay,
that's why I said
good. They look good with Tony Romo.
Man, Tony Romo just had a good problem.
But then they had a bit. Oh, baby. I like Tony Romo, man.
Tony Romo was a bomb.
Nah, that was my man, yo. That was my
I hate to break it to you like that, but your man was like bomb.
Man, T.O. was crying over that motherfucker, man. It's my quarterback, man. It's my quarterback, man. Oh my goodness, T.O., why'd you do that?
I don't know
why. T.O. came up to him, you can talk about the vacation. It's my quarterback, man. It's my quarterback. I can't believe he did that, man. I still can't believe he did that, man. If I ever meet T.O., I'm gonna ask him about that.
That is one of the greatest sound clips.
I'm gonna ask him about that. Say, hey man, what was up with that Tony Romo thing? Man, you over there crying and whatnot.
And he gonna give you the same answer. He going,
hey man, you bench pressing 500 pounds, dog. You bench pressing 500. You can't be doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bench press 500 pounds. Him and Donovan McNabb. Him and Donovan McNabb are two of the strongest dudes in the NFL. Donovan McNabb bench press 500 pounds too. These are but McNabb, you know what? Oh, the problem with McNabb, I think McNabb got too caught up in the racism, and he didn't pay too much into his game anymore. I think McNabb lost the will to play football because he was getting done dirty behind the scenes, man.
Well, they was doing him dirty with that roster.
They were doing him dirty
until they go ahead.
And then they shitted on him with Michael Vick. Don't get me wrong, I wanted Michael Vick to come back in the league. But they pretty much shitted on him when Michael Vick came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then then next thing you know, you saw McNabb over there in Washington. And then they played on Monday night and they got the hell beat out of them.
That Monday night game was wild. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Michael Vick come out and ripped the 89-yarder to Deshaun
right away.
Yeah.
The Deshaun Jackson, and it was
You know what I'm saying? He got crazy speed. He got crazy speed too.
He still can run. That's a crazy thing.
Yeah. Well, Darryl Green could ran. I think Darryl Green was one of the 4. He ran a 4.3 into his 40s, man. He didn't start slowing down to like his 40s. And I think right now he can still run like a 4.4, 4.4, 4.5. even in his old age.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like the fastest man in the NFL. He was running a 4.2 back then. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was running everybody down. He was running a 4.2, man. And that's back then when they had the I don't know if y'all remember these when they had the after the football season, they had like these gladiator sports where they do tug of wars and all that. The fastest man in the NFL, the strongest man in the NFL. Darryl Green was burning people. I remember one time he left Willie Goat in the dust. And at the time, Willie Goat was supposed to be one of the fastest dudes in the NFL. Man, Darryl Green left that dude a country mile, bro. And Willie Goat was out there burning people. He made Jim McMahon look good. Jim McMahon was a straight bum. He was an absolute bum. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody get by, well, other than Mark Malone. That dude he was trash, bro. But he had Willie Goat. You know what I'm saying? All Jim McMahon could do was throw the go route. Anything else, it was trouble. You didn't want him to throw no swing passes, no pitch outs. You pitch it out, it's gonna be a fumble. You throw a swing pass is gonna be an interception. You know, he throw a flag route, it's gonna go out of bounds. He throw a curl route, it's gonna be an interception. He throw a comeback, it's gonna get picked off. You know what I'm saying? You know, so the only thing he can do is throw the go route. That's it. You know, other than that, he was a straight bum, man. Mike Dicker was a bum too. They just, you know what it was?
How do you really feel about the Bears?
Yo, you know what? That GM, right, did a damn good job getting all them players, man. They had Wilbur Marshall. They didn't have Wilbur Marshall. They had that defense with the Singletary, Mike Singletary. Man, that defense was crazy, man. They had, that was a jailbreak defense. Okay? And so, Mike Dicker was a bum, and it was shown that he was a bum when he tried to coach the New Orleans Saints, and he gave away the entire draft for Ricky Williams. Nobody in their right mind would do something like that. How you gonna give up 12 picks for one player? Who does that?
Him.
He should have been fired, man. Like, why you even got this guy commentating on it? I wouldn't even have him on TV, man. He's an embarrassment to the NFL. Give up 12 picks for one player. There ain't no player in the NFL draft worth no 12 picks. I don't care if he's unstoppable. You're not giving up 12 picks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gave up the entire draft for Ricky Williams, bro. And then Ricky Williams ended up being I gotta give Ricky Williams credit. He had phenomenal stamina. I ain't never seen stamina like that. He had crazy stamina, man. I think I was watching one game when he was playing with the Dolphins. They just kept handling the ball every play. Every play. He must have had like 40 carries in one. I think he must have had like 40 carries in one drive. And if I'm not mistaken, who was that? Was that that wasn't Nick Saban. Who was that coach?
At that time? Damn.
Yeah.
Who was the dang on coach for this? Getting to that point.
I remember when they first started bringing coaches from the college ranks, like Lenny and Fonnie, who was at Notre Dame. And he came to the NFL. Then Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer was a bum who lucked out and got a team that was already built, that was going back to the Super Bowl anyway.
Jerry Jones didn't fight Jimmy Johnson. They would have won like 4, 5, 6 Super Bowls.
They played Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson thought he was the man until he went to Miami. He thought he was the man. He said, "Listen, I can build you a Super Bowl winning team. Well, we got to trade Dan Marino and get a bunch of picks for him." They told him to get the fuck out of here. So we're not trading Dan Marino. And he said, "Well, I thought you wanted to win." He said, "We're not trading Dan Marino."
Hey guys, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, gotta interrupt real quick, man. Hey, look, I just want to let y'all know, man. I gotta step up into a meeting, man. So
okay, man.
All right, man. Do your thing.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and y'all still want to cook though? Yeah, y'all still want to cook?
No, I got some work to do anyway, man. I appreciate coming up. Hey, man.
All right.
Great meeting you, brother Scrub.
Good
I'll be
meeting you
back up in
too.
Yeah,
Smart.
make sure y'all go subscribe to the Ebony Star Network with Max and Dame. It's a wonderful show, man. Wonderful podcast, man. If you're looking for realness, you ain't gonna get nothing less but that. You know what I'm saying? And then Scrubs,
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I thank you for pulling up, man. Big Who, Dion, Think
No
Tank,
problem.
James J, all of y'all, man. Till then, man. It's Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. I'm gonna get at y'all later.
Later.
Later.